Hi everyone, my name is Ashlyn and I'm an au pair living in Amsterdam. So a lot of people ask me, why did you choose to become an au pair? And the main reason why is because I love traveling, but I also have a lot of experience with babysitting and nannying since I was 12 years old. And so, long story short, I decided to go study abroad in 2023 to London for 3 months. And that experience is really what gave me a passion for traveling. So then I also did two more separate programs in Rome and Florence right after London. So last summer, when I was living in Florence, I was trying to decide how I could come back to Europe quickly after I graduated. And I had heard people talking about pairing, and I wasn't sure if it was something that I wanted to do. But I thought, why not? I love traveling and I love kids, and I have a lot of experience with kids. So I decided to just go ahead and apply. And within a week, I found a family. And it's super easy to just make a profile and about yourself, what you're interested in, your experience with kids. And also, like, one tip of advice is just be patient if you don't find a family immediately, because sometimes it's because there's a better family that will fit you better and you also fit into that family a bit better. So it can be a long process, but it can also be a short process. It really depends on when families are looking, what time frame they need you in, when you're available. So for me, the process was fairly easy, and I was so glad that I was able to use an au pair website to help me get connected with families and explore my options essentially. And another thing that's super important to mention is I'm originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, so moving abroad can be very scary. But if you want to, there are ways to do it, such as becoming an au pair. And I just think it's such a great way to get out of your comfort zone and go somewhere new. And the best part about being an au pair is that I have this support system of my host family, because I came here and I immediately felt like family, moved in, and I eat dinner with my host family every single night. And so that's been really amazing. And I have 4 kids, and I'm their 12th and final au pair. So it's actually really crazy because I have them once they're older. So it probably would have been a little bit more stressful if the kids were younger. But now I have 2 twin boys that are 10 years old, an 11-year-old girl, and a 12-year-old girl. And I'm about to turn 22. So you can become an au pair at any age, essentially. I think you need to be older than 18 and younger than 30. That's what I've noticed. I don't know if there's specifically a rule for it, but it's a great option if you're in your 20s, just graduated, or maybe you graduated high school or college and you want to go after high school or after college. Just go somewhere for a few months or for a year. And that's the other great thing about becoming an au pair, is that there's different families with different needs. So some families just need it for the summertime for 3 months, so it's perfect if you don't want to go for a super long time. Or you can find a family that needs you for a full year. And for me specifically, I really wanted plenty of time to just be in a city and settle, because it can be a lot to just go for 3 months and then leave again. So I think a year is amazing because you have plenty of time to get routine, settle, and then really immerse yourself in the new culture. And that's another really important thing that I think a lot of people don't understand about the difference between a nanny versus an au pair. An au pair is about a cultural immersion. So a family is welcoming you into their home in a different country and providing you a room and meals in exchange for you helping them with their kids, but also being able to explore a new country and surrounding countries. And so that is such an invaluable experience to me. And I really try to encourage anyone who loves traveling, loves kids, to do this, because it truly has been such a life-changing experience. I arrived in January of 2025, and I will be here until right before Christmas. And I'm already almost to the 5-month mark, and it's been going by so quickly. And another question that I get all the time is, how do you make friends as an au pair? And I always tell people to take advantage of group chats that your agency provides, because a lot of au pair companies will be connected with an agency. And so that's really important because those agencies are kind of a way to help au pairs to get connected with each other. And also, if you need help and with anything, you can ask your agency. And so, yeah, taking advantage of the agency's connections and with the other au pairs. And then also, there's apps to make friends, like Bumble BFF is a good way to make friends in your area. And then I also like to share my experience of being an au pair on TikTok. So I've also had a few people who are living in Amsterdam reach out to me and asking to hang out, which has also been another way I've made friends. And also just putting yourself out there and going out in the city and trying to make, say hi to someone and just try to build those connections. But don't worry, because sometimes it can take time and that's totally okay. And last but not least, something I want to talk about is why did I choose to use an au pair website to find a family? And first off, and most importantly, is that I did not know how to find a host family on my own. So that's why it's really amazing to use these like free websites that connect you with all these different host families, and you can see all the different options. And it's just a great way to find what types of countries you could live in and different families, and exploring whether you want a big family like I have 4 kids, or doing smaller families with 2 kids or 1 kid, and then age groups. So I think there's a lot of different factors that play into what's going to be the best fit for you. So it's definitely something to think about. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. And again, my name is Ashlyn. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. And yeah, thank you.